Danny Lay. Is it Lay? Danny Lay.
Yeah.
It's Danny Baby.
Yeah, Danny the Baby.
Danny the Baby.
But basically,
That's my baby.
basically, she put out a snippet of a song was called Yellow Bone. I believe.
I didn't hear it. I didn't
like
hear
him.
it.
It's
Yellow
like a
or
little.
whatever.
It's like I could play. It's like on YouTube, like a little snippet. But here's the thing. Of course, everybody attacked it because of the colorism. She's saying, basically in the song, the lyrics are some around the. I'm paraphrasing, but he wanted a yellow bone. I'm the one he want. Like just saying that he wanted a yellow bone, whatever.
He chose something.
Yeah,
anyway.
something like that. And people were saying, of course, it's colorism, and you're not actually black, and and then she was combating saying that I'm Dominican, so that
See, those
I'm
are two
black.
different things to me
And
too.
what?
The fact that she's saying one, the colorism side of it, if you're black, that's one conversation.
That's one conversation. Yeah.
But you not even being black,
Yeah.
and I don't know.
She is.
Is she black?
Yeah.
She's
She's
because I saw
Afro-Latina.
she see okay she
I
Afro
thought they
Latina is
posted
another
like they
thing.
found her ancestry test she posted. And it was
That's funny.
nothing black in there.
That's funny. I didn't see that.
Yeah, my homegirl showed me it. She was catching me up with it, and she showed me. I'm like,
Where did they get that
I'm like,
answer?
well, I think she posted it on her Twitter at one point, maybe before she blew up.
Well, I mean, the people I know that she related to are black, so I'm like,
Yeah.
that's how she related to black people.
But
She
like
not
my
black.
issue, I get it. Like the colorism thing, I understand it as a thing. Here's my thing: the song was trash. The song,
You ain't fuck with the song.
it was bad. Like it was a bad snippet.
Yeah, if you're not gonna read the room well, at least drop some.
At least drop some
like, drop the
drop the heat.
It was bad. I was like, this not good. That made me more mad at the situation.
Why you doing this?
What you doing this? I should have said. I should have typed. Ain't that loud?
Right, that's hilarious. Ain't that
Yeah, it just baffles me that how people can't read the room. Like it was such a bad.
It's
time
wrong
to
time. Yeah,
drop
that's the only thing.
It was so bad.
And granted, she said that she was just specifically speaking about her because he likes her, but still, just say that he likes.
But is his ex darker skin?
Yeah. I think
And she's saying you chose a red bone.
Yeah, see that's the
That looks really bad. That looks really bad.
I didn't even know
the subliminal shots in there.
Did the baby say anything?
I don't.
He commented on it. I saw him comment on it.
He
like,
did.
It was like hard. Like he was loving on her. It's his girl.
Yeah. No,
My thing, man. Like, it's just like my thing. Like you got to be the minute. I mean, because the colorism is like rampant within ourselves.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it's worse within ourselves than anybody, like than outside of our race. And that's and I understand why though.
Yeah,
obviously.
Yeah.
But for anybody like like any of us that are lighter complected, you have to be aware of things of that nature because it's so sensitive. Anything that has to do with complexion and hair in the black community, like you have to be aware about what the fuck you're saying, what the fuck you're dropping. Because she could be like, oh, it was about me and this is it. All right, well, just make the song for him and show him.
Yeah.
Because once you put it out there, you have supporters of all complexions that love your music.
Yeah.
And now they're not thinking about your specific situation. Think about the dark-skinned girl who is 13 years old, who get made fun of at school, who loves Danny Lay, hears this shit.
She can't sing that shit.
And she's just like, oh, he prefers like another confirmation that they prefer lighter skinned women. And then it's just like, it's just like, come on. And on top of that, it was butt. It was butt. I did not like it.
It was butt.
And I've liked her music before this. She had some slappers.
There's a couple of songs, yeah. I'm like,
but she has a few.
But that was butt. Yeah, that was.
But hold on. So
Yeah.
But this is my thing. I just feel a little weird about it because we all grew up and even up to this point, shit. Of every nigga, Lil Wayne talking about, I want a long hair, thick red bone.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's harsher on women than it is going to be on men.
Yeah.
But that is crazy though. For the one girl coming out with a song called Red Bone that if she's not, different conversation to me.
Chris
if
Brown
not,
did it.
But if she does it and
Pop
now we
Smoke.
all jump on her. So
Yeah,
like,
Pop Smoke did his song, Light Skin, Red Bone.
Yeah.
And nobody said
Did
that.
Childish Gambino have a song called Red Bone?
I mean, but that was.
But it wasn't like a.
That wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't like.
It wasn't like that though.
That was just. The
I mean,
title
I
of the
know
song.
it wasn't like ratchet shit, but it was.
No,
still,
it wasn't even talking really about.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
That was the title of the song.
I'm gonna go listen to the song again.
But I mean, yeah, just have the same energy for everybody. That's another thing. Like I said.
So should we stop praising brown skin? Because I know a lot of people that praise, brown skin. Like Mike has a song called "Brown Skin Girl,"
I love that
and
song.
women love that song. Everybody loves that song. So I don't like when it comes to you see what I'm saying. Like, should we just stop then?
I don't think
don't praise
well,
dark
the reason
skin.
why
Don't
they
praise
getting praised because they weren't getting praised all this time.
Exactly.
So we're trying to empower them, and show that this skin.
But does that mean we got to shit on the light skinned girls?
No. And like, and it's, I guess coming from.
Do we have to do that to your daughter? I don't want to do that to your daughter. I'm trying to fight for her.
And that's the thing. So my thing is this, like, I think if it's done like tastefully and stuff like that, but like it's always gonna be like this, right? And this is how it is. And actually, I want to ask you guys a question right after I say this. So, like, it's always gonna be. Because for so long, lighter complexion has been praised more than darker skin. And I mean, darker skin has been disrespected.
Absolutely. Sure.
Where you can accept the love and praise for India R.E. and stuff like all these beautiful songs. And then when you listen to them, they are beautiful.
Yeah.
And they are done tasteful. That shit was butt.
Yeah. But it was
just
bad.
That particular one.
It was bad.
And I'm
That's
just like,
hilarious,
it would have been easier if it was just like to swallow the pill. Everybody would be like, oh, that's
nigga
fucked
might
up.
have been rocking to it, but I don't really like the way she said it.
Yes, like that's weird.
Yeah, if you get us dancing, everything goes out the window. Like, it don't even matter. We're like, oh shit,
exactly. But
you should have added a red bone dance.
exactly. But my thing is, if you're gonna give Denny Lay that heat,
You got to give everybody that. Yeah.
give Pop. I mean, RP. No, we're not gonna talk about that. But like, give Lil Wayne, give all these people, give the same energy to them because at this point, I done been at these functions, and I mean, I'm a big fan of Chris Brown. But, I see his sections. I see what they look like.
Same shit.
Ambiguous girl.
Yeah, right.
And many of them.
Ambiguous and not black.
Biracial girl. See that nigga in the
She's
one of my friends, real quick, before you ask, I know you want to ask something, and then we'll go to playoffs and we'll get out here. But one of my friends said she was at a section with this popular dude in Atlanta, and it was her and her friends, and she's like brown, and so they were talking, and they were in the section. He says one of the dudes came over there. He said, "Hey, it's not my call, but the owner of the section wants, he wants you guys to get down here for a second." So they thinking like, oh, they about to perform or something, because I think he was an artist. So they moved. As soon as they moved, all the Kim Kardashian lookalikes came out, and I was like, "Oh, that's fucked." She was like, that mentally fucked me up for a long time.
And let me
I was like, shit.
And let me tell niggas this right here. Which is why, and I'm in the camera, I don't fuck with One Oak. I don't fuck with your establishment, Marquee. All you motherfuckers, Miami, Vegas, Manhattan, and Hollywood. I don't fuck with none of your clubs because of this. I'll go out there, I see the black women outside struggling to get in, and you let these average ass looking non-black women in.
Talk your shit.
And they all go to the same doctor. They all order the number 2, and they look the same. And you take the niggas' money.
That same cheating doctor.
That same cheating doctor. My sugar mama's ex-husband. And then you got niggas that brown, dark-skinned men in there. And they can have grilling. They can be straight from Orlando. They can look like Chris Johnson. And you'll take their money, but have in their section all non-black women because you think that's going to make your club look better. And that's why I don't fuck with none of these spots like that. And I had issues. Even when I went to live in Miami and stuff like that, I'll be like, then, like, story's a little better, but like, I just, all those type of clubs, I don't fuck with none of them. And I'm just like, it's because, and I'm like, the niggas, I'm like, don't you see the disrespect? Don't take your money. That's the only reason why you're in here. If you didn't have it, you'd be outside with them. So
let me add on to, I don't fuck with y'all parking. I be asking y'all what the parking look like. It ain't never no parking.
Y'all niggas,
and y'all security on the hill. And I don't fuck with the way the security be checking my nuts all hard and shit. That shit hurt, man.
I gotta park on the hill and turn my wheel and shit, turn on my mercy brake.
I'm out here doing
I'm out here looking like Vin Diesel doing fucking Tokyo.
I'm parking in sketchy areas, hoping my car there when I get back. I'm worried the whole night.
And then you have the audacity to let Orlando niggas in the car. What the fuck? 1-0. God damn.
You too old now. out. You too old.
I don't fuck with none of that. But just my last question,
yeah.
especially talking on the color and stuff. I have this theory, and I've never said this because I'm like, I'll get killed, right? If I say this. But now but listen, right? So
Say it.
in the acting, right? In the acting world,
Yeah.
I said that my theory is that when it comes to colorism, lighter skinned women benefit more than the darker skinned sisters, of course, right? We know that. Well, you guys being brown skinned, do you guys think that that's still true when it comes to men?
It always seemed
Well,
like
I always feel like,
right?
especially maybe right now, dark-skinned men or browner-skinned men are in.
Exactly.
So
that
I think
always
it
happens,
goes with
though,
just
right?
the
It's
darker
always been.
complexion movement,
So,
empowerment right
exactly,
now too.
yeah.
So
And
But it always flips back and forth.
Well,
It's always been like throughout the 90s, you know, they say light skinned men or like, you know what I'm saying?
They
Then
said
they'll say
that,
dark
but then I was like, but the proof was, if you look at your top 10 highest paid actors, there is not one light skinned man in there. Not one.
Interesting.
Terrence Howard, you know.
what about Tom Cruise?
really light skinned.
You know, I mean, like,
Oh, you mean black man? Okay.
yeah, it's like, and then when I looked at the top 10 highest paid actors, it's mixed up. There's light skinned women, there's light brown, there's brown, and then you have a couple of dark skinned sisters. You know, you got Viola and Gabrielle Union and stuff, Lupita. And that's definitely so. Because my thing is this: since darker skin is viewed as more masculine, that doesn't benefit women because you want them to be feminine. But for men, when we think strong black lead, if you're casting dark skin man, I'm trying to cast this right now, boom, boom, boom. I need a strong black lead. Let's be honest, and I understand. No one's gonna think of me first. You're not. You're gonna go like Stephon James, Michael B. Jordan, you know, John David Washington, right? Because black, right? Full black. They want a man that reads black,
Interesting.
right? But I remember because I've seen stuff, and I mean, you know, we see this shit. It's the fucking internet, right?
Yeah.
Like I've seen stuff where people like really thought that I was winning because I'm light skinned. Like Games People Play, I remember someone said that. And I'm like, literally, what required with Games People Play is like you can act and hoop. The niggas that came out sucked. That's like they couldn't hoop. And I'm like, bro, you can't hoop, so you're not gonna get it. Or if they could kind of hoop, they were just god awful reads.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, it had nothing to do with complexion on that. I could just hoop.
Athleticism. Yeah.
And I've been acting.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, but so on that, like I realized, because I remember growing up, I used to be like ready to fight every time because it would be like oh, he kind of seemed gay, he light skinned and stuff like. It was like I was always like gay or feminine or something like that. And I'm like, no matter how many niggas ass
Glad
I
I ain't
whooped,
saying nothing.
it didn't matter. I was just so ready to fight.
He just big. That's why he
Yeah,
wanted to
like,
fight.
so that's like weird. I was like, nigga, I used to be so turned up for no reason.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know, I'm not about to fight anymore. Right? This is just dumb. Whatever, man. Like, yeah, I got a sensitive side anyway, so it's cool. I embrace it. But I just was like, I was just wondering.
That's
because
interesting, though.
I've never really had this conversation with like my brown skin brothers about this stuff because I was like, I wonder if people are aware that, like, because if you think of your leads, like, you know, damn sin stuff on, like, like they get, and as they should. So, and I was just like, and I think it's because, like I said, dark skin equals masculine.
That's very interesting.
Very
I never thought about it like that. Who's the biggest, you say, light skinned lead man right now?
Me? No.
I'm about to say you.
No. Well, we can't count Dwayne Johnson because he doesn't ever play a black role.
No, he's also the first human ever. So that don't count.
And the last. He's
Right?
gonna be here for
For a while, and I said this, and I was like, he's more of an activist than actor was Jesse Williams.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
because I'm specifically, I was mentioning like mixed guys at first, right? Mixed guys I was talking about.
Yeah.
But then like lighter skinned guys, I was thinking like,
it's about to change. Cause there's a show out that women are all over this.
No, you talking about
Bridgerton?
Bridgerton?
yeah, him. He's doing well.
He doing well.
My girl, I had to get my girl
they
off
are
the
on
couch
him.
and wipe it down with goddamn. Cause
Turn the damn thing off.
what is all this?
Thing off.
Why you gotta pause on this nigga's crotch? Ain't it loud? But I feel like, you know, it might take somebody like this one dude to be like, oh,
It has to.
he's going viral.
Yeah.
People like
But
this complexion. It's sad to think of, but
even him-
they like his complexion
But
of
even
man.
him, and I'm
Okay.
gonna say this is the demographics heavily women on that, right?
Yeah,
Right.
sure.
To get over, like to really do both. Is
I
like,
see what you're saying.
I
know where you're going.
I would have to do a movie that's big as Equalizer or something like that to really be like, oh, now he's really in the
Taking
mix. 'Cause
right,
now,
right.
you know, TV act. I mean, look, I'm not complaining about my
no,
career at
for
all.
sure.
I love what I'm
For
doing.
sure.
But I'm saying like we're not oblivious. There's a up next level. There's a couple levels up more, right? So to be really like, you know, a Marvel character, something.
Yeah.
And not just a Marvel character in it, like a lead. Like got to be whatever, and like or somebody like of that to for it to be like I don't know, because like at the end of the day, I tell people all the time like who like when I was because I'd have these debates where I said this and they were like fighting back at me.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I remember I was at a table and I'll tell you this was just writing the creator of a show recently that was doing well, but like. She said something, they brought up something, and then the light skin got brought up somehow, right? I was like, and when they were saying stuff, and I just brought it up, I was like, well, I mean, like, I was like, well, for women, yeah. And they were like, no, like, nigga, for men too. And I was like, okay, well, and I said, name me a light skin or mixed guy that has a bigger or better career than Don Cheadle, Denzel, Wesley Snipes, Will Smith, these guys, Forrest Whitaker, I said, just name me. And I was like, well, I know like Jeffrey Wright has a great career and he was on Westworld.
He's fantastic. He's gonna be in the new
Basquiat.
Batman as Gordon, Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah. Did you see the trailer for that?
Oh yeah.
I'm geeked.
So ready.
Right, I was geeked. Robert Pattinson's a beast.
Yeah.
But I was saying that, and then like it was just then they started like naming musicians. Like music, like Chris Brown, The Weeknd. I'm like, nigga, do I look like I do music? Like, I'm an actor. What are you talking about?
Music, y'all. What?
If he would have said that to me, I would have been. Maybe you do music.
I mean, I do, but I'm not out for it.
That's real. I never thought about it. I guess just from an acting standpoint, because being on the comedy side of things for most of our career, like. Comedy doesn't have that subjectivity like that.
For sure.
It don't matter. It's funny as funny.
Funny as funny.
So
exactly.
I seen Sinbad, light skinned man.
Sure.
I seen, all these. I seen a variety of all types of niggas that are. So
that's so true.
We don't really
and
have
it makes
that
it
same...
easier to get beat up. If I get beat up, hey, I'm a comedian.
I ain't no thug. Right. I'm just being funny.
Right, that's so funny.
But no,
you can't be a Marvel character and go viral getting knocked out somewhere.
Right.
This nigga's Batman? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's funny.
But yeah, you're right.
That's good to think about because I never thought about it like that.